This factory second stamp Champion Glow Gator is worth anywhere from $50 to $80 in used condition, even like this. Now, I noticed right away that this disc is not flat, it is concave, so as soon as my thumb kind of gets past the rim, it starts to go down. This is a concave, I would imagine a very overstable run of Champion Gator. Now, I don't know if it's because the stamp and glow combination is rare, or if it's more of like the mold itself. Now, this one actually kind of reminds me of the Jessica Weiss metal flake gators, but those ones I would consider are pretty flat. This is actually concave. Maybe she was trying to make the gator similar to this. But anyways, we're gonna match it up against my DX Gator. This is the one that I bag. And I don't expect them to be, you know, flying exactly the same, but this will give us a baseline because most gators are maybe a little bit flat, but they're definitely not like concave. So I think this is kind of an outlier when it comes to gator. This is kind of more of your standard stock gator that you're gonna find. So profile wise, you can see they're way different. This has a little bit of a dome, which I like, but this one is just concave. Let's throw them and see what happens. So I'm gonna start with the DX so you can get an idea of how it flies. If I throw it pretty hard, even though there's a wind, it'll go straight, but it's always gonna get that reliable fade. Now I'm curious, let's throw this one. I'm gonna try to throw the same way. Okay, and immediately, that thing is like hooking out of the air. All right, so that second throw wasn't the best, but I gotta say, if I'm trying to throw this disc flat, it doesn't feel comfortable at all. I feel like it'd only be comfortable if I'm throwing it on a hyzer or like a steep anhyzer, so my hand can like sit in a more comfortable position. Maybe that's just how it is for concave discs for me. Like, I typically wouldn't throw a concave disc flat anyways, but excuses. Let's throw some flex lines with them. All right, so just so you guys know, I was aiming kind of for that tree and then hoping for a hyzer despite the wind. The yellow one is right there, and then the Champion Glow is way left of that. Even though final thoughts on the Champion Glow Gator with this factory second stamp is that it just seems to generally have less glide than like a typical stock gator. And from my experience so far, this is not really the disc that you expect to go straight at all. This is gonna be for those really windy situations where you want something that's just gonna kind of dive into the ground. This has a lot more hyzer, and I feel like if you're a real power arm, it could have the potential to have a better flight than, let's just say, your stock gator. Now, I am gonna throw it one more time, but guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, don't forget to subscribe, and comment down below, why is this disc worth so much? Is it just the run, or is it the stamp combination and that it's glow? Let me know, because I have no idea. Anyways, I do wanna chuck them on some sidearm anhyzers, and we're throwing downhill, so we're really gonna see them fight out. Let's get into it. Okay, so the normal quote unquote gator, even though it's DX plastic, it holds for a long time. Okay, I felt like I threw those discs pretty much the same and completely different outcomes. We've got one over there and we have one over there. Honestly, it kind of reminds me of the Zone OS, if you guys have ever thrown that or seen one of those in action. Very same vibe. Anyways, guys, hopefully you enjoyed. I'll see you in the next one.